Okay, so now that the hate and negativity surrounding The Last of Us Part 2 has cooled down and it's not the hot topic anymore and not the new thing that this toxic world can hate on, I think it's time that we as an audience and consumers ask ourselves a few questions. Why the hell is there so much freaking negativity in the gaming community? And why is it that I, as a consumer, cannot totally be hyped for a game or a console or anything gaming related, music or movies without worrying that a douchebag will come and rip on my opinion or my taste? Look, I got the answer for you, and it's very, very simple. Content creators. Now, I'm not saying every single one of these YouTubers or content creators are the ones to blame for this. I only mean some of them. Just saying this because there are people that love taking things out of context. Every time. Honestly, last week was one of the most controversial and most negative weeks in recent gaming history because of the leaks of The Last of Us Part 2. Every single freaking day, hour, and minute, there was a YouTuber or a content creator, whatever, who was into games or not into games, just spamming hate and negativity on the game and the company, getting so many views, and just taking the opportunity of absorbing that negativity and spreading it like wildfire to the masses. And people actually loved it. You can see it by the views and attention those videos got. Then we as a society always complain why our lives is so surrounded by negativity most of the time. Now, like I said before, I'm not saying that all YouTubers are like this, because only some of them are. I'm not saying that they should just shut their channels off, not report on the situation and everything that is happening, because it's actually good that there are people that want to let other people know what's going on in the community. That is good. And no, I do not have anything against them personally, because they could be great people. And actually, they do make good content. But some of their practices are what I and some of us have a problem with. You see, what they do sometimes is no different from traditional media. Both make interesting titles that are usually negative to attract a larger audience, because history has shown that people generally will see your content if it's more negative, dramatic, or clickbaity. I feel like people should have learned by now that these practices exist for your attention. But I guess people haven't learned that by now. I mean, why do you think people still see dramatic reality TV shows, celebrity news, wasting their precious time all on that crap more than anything? It's not good content. We all know that. It just entertains people because they love seeing how others suffer emotionally or go through some dramatic crap so they can feel better about their sad lives. I mean, we all know somebody like that, and it just shamefully, it is how it is. Also, traditional media has already brainwashed so many people, to the point where there are people that are trying to escape from all that. Because in most cases, you just can't find reliable content in media. So instead, they go and actually watch an actual person in YouTube or in any platform and listen to their insight of the situation. Now, at first, creators in YouTube used to be very honest with themselves and with their audience. Being authentic is why this platform grew so much to the point where now traditional media are now very concerned with how much audience there is on YouTube compared to TV and their platforms. These YouTubers have all the good intentions in the world to tell us what is going on in the world and their personal insight on new technology, news, gaming, whatever you consume. Because I know there are a lot of YouTubers who do have that good intention. But there are certain YouTubers who use the old antics of let's spread the hate or negativity to keep audiences coming back and basically spreading that negativity even more. And now we as consumers don't know where we can find that little bit of positive points of views or just reliable content. And like I said, not every YouTuber is like this. Now, with what has happened with The Last of Us, These creators know that the community are against the SJW movement because that movement has literally destroyed a lot of entertainment we all care and love, and are trying to shove down our throats their ideology in entertainment, which is incredibly pathetic to say the least. And I 100% agree with these content creators saying that these writers are trying to shove woke nonsense into our shows, games, and movies. I wouldn't complain at all if these content creators would say these things if, for example, The Last of Us 2 was released into the public, and that's exactly what Naughty Dog did to the story, by basically trying to spread their apparent agenda. Now, the only way we can know that is if the game is out, and that's exactly what Naughty Dog did. But the game is not out yet, so actually we don't know for a fact if 100% that's the case in this game, because it recently was revealed that most of the leaks are actually outdated and taken out of context. But what do these creators care? They need their views, they need their negativity, so they'll find other angles to attack. That's also what makes people want to spoil this game to everybody. Like, seriously, it's like these creators don't understand how much power and how much audiences they have, to the point where even if they specifically don't spoil you or encourage the audience to do so, the negativity that they spread eventually will make these people do it, and they have already done it. And that's the sad part. It's also sad that some of these are the same content creators and fans who actually thought that the leaks of the God of War were terrible and that the game was just gonna suck. And what about Spider-Man PS4 and the quote-unquote intentional lower of quality of the game because they decided to take away a few puddles? Puddles. Remember the puddles? Dear freaking gosh. Now, what happened the moment these games were released? Oh yeah, I think you guys know the answer already. They became masterpieces and games we will all remember for the rest of our freaking lives. They were that good. Don't you see a pattern here of like unnecessary hate just to create attention? It just shows that all we have to do is just let these games get released, and then after that, we can fully judge the game for what it is. Now, what's actually even more sad than all of these things I just said is when we see content creators insulting other content creators and fans for having different opinions and taking out of context what other people try to say, basically to create drama and spread the popular trend. It's basically a never-ending freaking cycle of negativity. I'll give you an example. Griffin Gaming and Smutboy, two YouTube channels that both made videos making fun of Tajay, a YouTube creator who is a fan of The Last of Us, and basically that's the main topic of his channel, which I actually like. Now, they insulted him because they took out of context what he was trying to say in his video about there being homophobics and transphobics hating on Naughty Dog and Neil Druckmann for the leaks and the story. Now, instead of trying to understand who he was trying to talk about what specific group, they of course ignored that part and made it look like he was talking about that everyone that didn't like this game was a homophobic, was a transphobic, and basically made a 20-minute video, a 30-minute video on him just to spread the negativity towards his positive opinion of The Last of Us Part 2, mostly calling him a biased fanboy with issues. It went so bad that the internet, being the internet, they went on his video, on Tajay's video, and literally insulted the hell out of him, saying much worse things than what these content creators said about Tajay. So much hate, to the point in which he cried after he watched the story trailer of The Last of Us Part 2. Look at this clip.
I cannot believe this game is real, bro. I waited so long for this.
Bro, I can't believe this shit is real, bro. I can't believe this shit is real. Yeah, hype no matter what. Like, I have so many people saying mean, like, such, like, horrible things to me right now. This internet stuff, I don't think, I'm not even trying to be a simp or nothing. Like, the things people say to me all the time, like, just racial shit, call me, like, a shill and everything, like it really bothers me. But I'm still excited, though. I'm still excited.
People went so far to the point of literally racially abusing him for basically spitting out facts and trying to stay positive. A small percentage of the game's haters are truly homophobics and transphobics. I mean, we cannot deny it. But the majority of the people who are against the game, I know for a fact, and Tajay knows for a fact, that they're not homophobics or transphobic. He was just trying to talk about a certain group. Now, what I could critique is that he could have expanded a little bit more of what he was trying to say so that people don't take his words out of context, and that's basically what happened. Now, what's a shame is that some of these people choose to believe that he actually meant that everybody that hated this game are homophobics, without actually trying to understand what he was trying to say, or ask him if that's exactly what he meant. They reacted to his comments, and some of them showed that they're truly part of that group of just brainless haters jumping on the hate bandwagon because it's popular, because it's trending, which for me, I know are a small percentage of the community, but shamefully, they have loud ass mouths. Look, I feel so sorry for Tajay for going through that. Nobody deserves that, but the hate will only make him stronger, and I hope all is good with him. Let's please the majority of us who are actually happy and excited for this game. Let's show that no matter how loud these haters scream, let's show the world that they're just a small percentage of the community, and not all of us. And if you're not excited for this game, that's fine. You can voice it, but only in a respectful manner, so we can all maintain the peace. Let's respect the opinions of others. Come on, please. No matter if it's negative or positive, because you can voice your opinion, but without insulting others. That's the problem I have. The insulting part, the one that we should try to avoid as much as possible. We should also avoid trying to get influenced by content creators or small percentage of the community who are trying to spread unnecessary hate and negativity before the game is even out. Now, Angry Joe said it perfectly in his video in which he was reacting to The Last of Us Part 2 story trailer. He said this.
Oh man, you know, it just sucks because I know Naughty Dog has the talent, they have the graphical fidelity, they have the acting, and we're going to review it for you guys. We're going to take a look at it, tell you, see if it's worth it, because you know what? Even though the leaks are awful, just really bad, and it's going to piss you off, and it's going to make Angry Joe angry, I guarantee you. But is the rest of the game going to be awesome? And is that going to lead to a mixed experience? Is it going to lead to maybe it can rise above it all and actually be a badass game in the end? I am leaving the door open for all possibilities. Now, obviously, some people have made their full decision before the game has come out. I think it's fair to wait for it to come out and then give the final verdict.
Even Angry Joe being pissed of what he saw in the leaks, he also said that we should give it a chance, and that's the only way to know if the game is actually good or not. Even he said it. So let's stop spreading negativity, and let's try to do it together. I'll repeat this until the day I freaking die, because I really miss those days when I was a kid, and literally all I care about was just playing games, having fun, instead of trying to see if this game was a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, because if it wasn't that, it's trash. As a kid, I never thought that. I only wanted to have fun. Let's all be like kids who don't care at the slightest about the negativity surrounding anything. And all they want to do is just have freaking fun. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. Like and comment on this video and share this video if you liked it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.